Hello people of the verse and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about the future of dynamic events, and especially the event that I believe is going to come in Star Citizen Alpha 3.14, and that is going to be the so-called Nine-Tail Lockdown. Now this is an event that was revealed during the last episode of Star Citizen Live, where Jared had invited Tony Zurvek, and he revealed that this event will take place around a certain particular landing zone that will also include, certain types of foes, of course the Nine-Tails. Now, first, of course, to understand what this event is going to be about, a little bit of recap here for those of you who don't know. The Nine-Tails is a criminal organization that resides at Grimex around Crusader. So I think that this already gives a little hint as of, where this event is going to be taking place, which landing zone is going to be taking place as well, because this is an event that will also be taking place after Fleet Week. Fleet Week usually takes place around the month of May. So after May comes June, and then July. Oh, what is going to come at the very early, at the end of June, early July? What it's going to be Star Citizen Alpha 3.14, and what is coming up in Star Citizen Alpha 3.14? Planet Crusader and Horizon. So you guys can already guess that this is where the action is going to be taking place. That particular landing zone that Tony Z was talking about is of course going to be Horizon. Now, we do have a few details regarding what is going to transpire throughout that event, and apparently the Nine-Tails are going to put that landing zone, which Horizon, right, on lockdown. What does that mean? It's probably going to be some kind of blockade. The Nine-Tails are going to be acting, obviously, once more as a terrorist organization or some sort, and they will probably have some kind of demands, and whether or not these are going to be enforced or not is going to be depending on the player's actions. So that lockdown will be basically a complete blockade of commodities towards that particular landing zone, meaning that of course it's going to bring fantastic gameplay for especially smugglers, players with fast ships who will be able to maybe run blockades, blockade runners, right? The Star Runner maybe is going to be a key ship for that particular event. And so traders who will be able to bring in goods and specific types of goods, or all types of goods we still don't know yet, but bringing goods here to that landing zone will be able to make a huge profit, because of course any kinds of good will be in demand since that particular landing zone will be blockaded. Now, how is this going to happen? For example, this is just going to be pure speculation, guys, but this is my idea here of how this may eventually happen. We know that, for example, in the future, most of the landing zones will be supplied via the cargo decks. That is why they have been created above, on those stations above the landing zone, so that, this is where the big ships, the Hull C's, the Hull E's, and so on, those big cargo ships basically unload their goods, and then they are gradually being shipped to planet surface. Of course, as of right now, we don't have any rest stop around Crusader. The only station that is around Crusader is Port Olisar, and we all know that Port Olisar, just like Delamar, is temporary. Port Olisar is not meant to be staying in the verse. Port Olisar is one of those legacy assets that is all the way coming from the age of Alpha 2.x, and it is meant to be replaced with new assets, with new metrics and new assets that are going to be more optimized for the verse. A lot of people have been speculating about when Port Olisar is going to be destroyed, and I have always said no, this is not going to happen. We'll still need Port Olisar, but I do believe that this time with Star Citizen Alpha 3.14, this is going to be it. We are going to, unfortunately, lose Port Olisar, and eventually it is going to be replaced with a proper rest stop. Now, how could this happen? I think that probably at the beginning, this is how I would see this happening. I think that at the beginning of the event, we would have some kind of cinematic maybe, or a little commercial, a trailer, where Port Olisar is going to be blown up. And then when that particular patch, with the event that is going to be online, Port Olisar will not be here, the blockade will be here, no more goods will be going to Horizon, and we will have to maybe build a new station around Horizon so that eventually it can be supplied with cargo decks. And this is where the Nine-Tails will be doing their blockade. They will stop the construction of that station, and then it will depend on the players of whether or not this is eventually going to happen or not. Of course, the CIG will do all they can to make it happen, right? But the other interesting thing that Tony Z said is that this time they are going to allow the players to side with whoever side they want. They want to be lawful players, that's going to be possible. They want to be siding with the Ninetales, that is also going to be possible. And I also think that this is going to be fantastic for PvPers, and it's going to be fantastic opportunities for players who are maybe collectors. Who knows what kind of rewards will be eventually available at the end of those events. I remember some people on the internet were talking about possible Ninetale exclusive armor that you would have if you were successful in the Ninetale, or maybe some kind of medal that you would only get if you successfully defeat the Ninetales. The sky is basically the limit with those kinds of events, and that is why. That's one of the many reasons why they are so exciting. But what about you guys? What do you think this Ninetale lockdown event will be about? Again, as I said, I think that this is when Port Olisar will finally be destroyed and there will be a blockade around Horizon. But maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe you've got another theory. Please let me know in the comments down below. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, you want to see daily Star Citizen content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button. It helps the channel grow a lot. Now it's time for me to play this message. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.